I have Mr. Jones back on docket. He did his TRAS.
Jones, which Jones? I don't remember.
Joshua Jones.
Oh, okay.
The TRAS came back. I think they recommended outpatient treatment. I believe so.
Yes. Okay.
They recommended outpatient with 2 open DWI.
They recommended outpatient.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it because I told you I would do whatever they do. But if he mucks it up, he's going into an inpatient. That'll be used as a sanction.
Okay. Will you take a year probation?
What do you think, State?
I'm sorry, I don't.
This is Jones, Joshua Jones. He has 2 open DWIs. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find that.
I think 2 years is appropriate so that we know.
Judge, you know what spot that puts me in. We can go to trial and get the same thing.
Okay. On 2? 15 months.
Okay, that's.
I'll talk to him.
It'll still be under. All
But
right, sounds good.
I don't know. He's gonna get tested a lot,
Yeah,
you know?
I will.
He's using.
No, I'll be back.
I guess. Judge, I feel the assessment to have them go into physics is the new book.
What is the violation?
Alcohol and weed.
Pause for a second. This is a huge moment. The judge is basically saying, I've given you every break I can possibly justify, and now she's confronting fresh violations. Except, plot twist coming, the test isn't even his. This is why courtroom patience matters. One wrong identification and everything spirals. Keep watching because the misunderstanding reveal is wild.
I have done everything in my power to try to keep you out of custody. You have 2 open DWIs. I was now going to grant the fact that you had negotiated an intensive outpatient treatment. You now are testing positive for alcohol and marijuana while you're on bond for this case. And I have told you repeatedly that you are at no tolerance, Mr. Jones.
I don't do drugs. Period and point blank.
I have here.
Don't say anything. Can I get a copy of the bond violations before we discuss
Is it
it?
impending?
It's in ready for judge.
I don't know why it's not cool.
March 13th, the results were confirmed by the lab for alcohol and THC. Oh, wait. Joshua Dante Jones, right? Joshua Dante Jones?
It just,
This has got, I don't know, something's wrong here.
I'm not understanding. I'm not saying.
Something's wrong.
Hey, case on judge.
Oh. We need to put pretrial services on probation, man.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it says here.
This entire section is pure courtroom adrenaline. Jones goes from being accused of violating bond conditions to a full-on clerical plot twist where the judge realizes the violation belongs to another Joshua. This is why positive ID is everything in criminal cases. Question for you all. Should courts adopt mandatory double verification before confronting defendants with violations?
Mr. Jones,
I don't see it in ready for judge.
no, it's wrong. It's wrong. Let me see it. It's wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it's wrong.
Okay.
It's a Joshua Dante.
Okay.
It's the exact same.
Okay.
You're good.
So we're good.
Hey,
It wasn't you. We're good.
that's not you.
Let's go talk again.
Sorry to scare you.
Judge.
Let's go talk.
He's good.
He's not gonna get the bond.
Judge, you stated this was in ready for judge?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Who's in the PR?
Was it an error on our end?
I want to apologize for getting mad at you. I had the wrong person, so it wasn't you. So I'm sorry for raising my voice and getting upset with you. And the reason I got so upset was because you have 2 open DWIs. It's serious business. It's not and so if I see someone that has those kind of cases that are open and when they start having more violations, that really tells me that there's a problem, which is not your case. I mean, I haven't seen any violations, which I'm hoping it stays that way. The idea is that you learn something when you get here, so you leave better than you came, because the last thing we want is for you to become a statistic. We have enough of that. We don't want any more. We don't want any more death on our streets. That's exactly what we're trying to prevent. And everything we do now here is to help you and give you the tools to make you better when you go out in the world so that you think next time, if you do want to get lit, right? If you want to have 32 shots of tequila, 52 joints or whatever it may be, right? That you think before getting into a car. Because God forbid, it's that one mistake that you dig such a hole you never crawl out of. That's the idea, You've worked a great deal here, really, where they're going to dismiss one of your DWIs. You're pleading to the other one. Nevertheless, when an officer pulls you over, the first thing they do, what do you think they do? They look at your record because they want to know who they're dealing with. If they look at your record and they go up to you in the car and they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well. So the idea is, if you're going to get lit, if you're going to have that, be like that, take an Uber. Do you understand? The agreement that you've worked out is, like I said, they're going to dismiss one of the DWIs. You're pleading guilty to one of the DWIs, so it will go on your record. You are now entering into an agreement, a plea bargain with the state. The agreement is 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS with conditions. You have already done the TRAS. The TRAS has recommended intensive outpatient treatment, followed by supportive outpatient treatment, which is good. I'm telling you, I thought they were going to order you to do inpatient treatment. That's what I thought they were going to do. So this is great for you because you're not going into lockup. But understand, it's not easy. You have to get it done. If you don't, you understand. No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. Guardian interlock, a $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and 25 hours of community service. I will make you a deal. Your license is now suspended. I had them look it up to see whether you can drive or not. You can't drive now because your license is suspended. It's suspended until 2026 as to what the state saw and looked up. If you get your license back, I will waive that community service for you. I would rather you spend the time to try to get your license back and get liability insurance, car insurance. If you do, I'll take off the 25 hours of community service. You understand? If you fail at this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back out. We're going to have a talk about whether you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. You understand?
Stop.
The worst possible thing you can do is just take off. If you do, that's an instant warrant. The other worst possible thing, if you pick up another DWI. If you do, I'm just going to lose even more hair. Don't. Really. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We can always work it out. There's never nothing that we can't work out. Anything can be worked out. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, deny naturalization under federal law, you give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm not going to suspend your license. It's already suspended because of the ALR hearing. So don't just start driving until you get it back. Because you don't have a license, we're going to order you to get a portable device. I've been paying for it now while you're on bond for this case. I can't pay for it any further. Reduce his fees, please. The other thing that you need to understand is DWI is big business. There is a $3,000 surcharge that one normally tack onto this. I'm going to take it off now. But from now on, you ever pick up another DWI, that's a second. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 surcharge on a second DWI. Do you understand? All right, good luck, sir. Thanks, Jimmy. You can wait now.
Judge, we're here on Jovicia Gillis. Last time we talked 2 days ago, you asked me for proof of her travel back and forth. That's her I-94. So when it says ARR, it means arrived in and departed from. So you can see, yes, she departs, arrives, departs. She's back and forth for years. Just a snippet. She works on H-2B visas for about 6 months to 2 years, depending on her contract, through various companies. Stang Erickson Collection, it's hospitality, was in 2020. South Carolina Kiowa Resort was 2022 to 2023. And then the most recent one, April to October of 2024, was St. Joe's Company Hospitality, where she works at various resorts. After that, she was here on a vacation visa, so she was not here illegally. And then she has to go back to Jamaica, get her new contract, and come back. So,
Have you seen this, Mr. Kim?
I haven't, but I verified through DHS. So it wasn't a misrepresentation, but she was previously on a work visa. However, it expired last year. So legally speaking, she's on a tourist visa. And Shreya's tried her hardest, but she's armed with allegedly $780,000. She's not an American national. She's out here on a tourist
So
visa.
what we would do is we would have her surrender a passport then.
yes, let's do it.
So I mean, that's what it says. Like if it just rules out, it's going to be the first thing. But just because with the amount of money, just allegedly the amount of money that she has stolen and the fact.
Okay, audience, here's where things jump from legal tension to ethical dilemma. We're now in a bond hearing involving international travel, a massive alleged theft, and a breastfeeding mother whose medical needs can't be met in custody. This is the kind of case judges dread, balancing public safety, flight risk, and basic human rights. What would you do here? Prioritize the charge severity or accommodate the medical urgency?
That she's here on a tourist visa. I'm still opposed at no bond, but if the court grants a bond, that would be my request for.
I mean, I'm okay. We have no other criminal history, right?
No, Judge, but
It doesn't appear that she's a danger, right? She's got a young kid. Did the nursing thing work out?
No, but almost, because of red tape. So I bought it with my own money, but because of red tape, they won't let me bring it. Don't worry, I just verified from Sylvia that at some point we came upon the conclusion that if you deny the PR bond and if whatever, we're going to bring her to court every day so she can pump. Then in the afternoons, she has to go to the hospital every day.
I don't know about it. I'm not going to do a PR bond because I think that at the very minimum, you need to have some skin in the game so that you.
Okay, what kind of bond were you thinking?
I don't know what.
I said I still stand by. I have to defer the court because I'm still standing on the no bond because of the circumstances, and so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But just in terms of the allegations and over the long period of time, and again for the other same reasons, is that
I mean, she's alleged to have close to $750,000.
So how much?
That's
She's not convicted. This is the question I asked today. She's not convicted. She's charged. And we're not talking about the underlying facts. It was a 2B. There could be various defenses. All we're talking about is how to get her to Pennsylvania. But if we are considering the underlying facts, I would like to know how much Harris County, the sheriff's office, and this court values a mother's right to breastfeed. 770,000? If we're talking numbers, because she has been denied access. The Harris County Jail has admitted and is scrambling, and I'm talking CEO of Harris Health right now. Like, they are scrambling. They have been asking me multiple times, why is she not getting a PR bond? Why is she not getting a PR bond? So I'm asking you that on behalf of the people that I've spoken with, why she is not getting a PR bond, knowing that they cannot provide those facilities. And we're at the point where I have to bring her daily. I'm appointed and I paid for it with my own money. I'll donate a $300 pump, but they won't take it. So because of the red tape, she is.
Bring her here so she can she use a pump here?
So I
You
bought.
guys okay with that?
That's the thing. They said, we don't know if they'll allow that because technically she can't go back to the holdover with the pump I bring. So that's asking me to every day bring a pump so she can pump. I'll go home, I'll disinfect it and I'll bring it back. But this is insanity, Judge. She's a nonviolent offender. We don't even know if Pennsylvania wants to pick her up. We're fighting, I mean, the state is fighting a battle and saying this woman cannot breastfeed. They barely are getting a pump. And I find this absolutely crazy. She's been in custody for 6 days. She has to go to the shower and hand express. They refuse to give her.
Look, she's charged with a criminal offense of.
I'm saying she's going back. She's going back.
$750,000. It just so happens that it happens at the time when she gives birth. I mean, it never, when someone gets arrested, it's never at the best time. Oh, you know what? Thank God I got arrested now. I mean, shista happens, right?
Sure.
It just does. But there's consequences to behavior.
And let's take her passport and make her go back. I have contact with her father who's going to come get her. I have contact with her mother. She's not leaving the country. There's no flight risk.
So for what it's worth, in terms of if she waived, I asked Amy to call to see if it flipped to a waiver, because technically and legally, right now, they're only pursuing a governor's warrant because she's a refusal. So I asked Amy to call to figure out when the fastest they could come if she waived today. And she got a hold of Corporal. They're supposed to call her back today because the person in charge of it.
You know that Pennsylvania still.
That's the other question I asked, because technically the decision would lie with the prosecutor. So she's right now calling the DA's office in Pennsylvania, because the sheriff's office only obviously facilitates whatever that decision is. As far as what the extradition confirmation was, they are willing to extradite.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I can't show preference to anybody. I get it that she's nursing and stuff, but how am I supposed to show preference to anybody? I have to be fair to everybody. I can't show preference.
It's a nonviolent first-time offender.
Well, and so that's why
Flight risk.
I'm not asking you for $25,000, because otherwise in this type of situation, I would say no bond or somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25 grand. So I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Like $1,000?
I don't.
Fine,
1,000?
sure.
Okay.
There's consequence. Can you bring her out, please? Guys, do you mind bringing her out? Gillis?
And sorry, and this obviously is relevant, were you able to confirm who actually has her passport to surrender? Because if that's going to be a condition of,
The DHS wherever she got arrested.
okay,
Oh, I'll ask her right now. She knows.
okay. Because I'll have to
So
call, because I'll
what's the
surrender.
actual charges? Like misappropriating?
So the way it was written was theft by deception, false impression. But then I'll have to because the alternative is if it's going to be kept in DHS, then it would be an order from the court that would be submitted to DHS so that they don't inadvertently release it to another authorized party. Because otherwise it would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office, which obviously to facilitate that, that's going to take a couple of days. So you have to bring it here and release. I don't know what kind of form they have to fill out.
So I'm going to give this back to you. Do you want to see this? So it looks like she
Well,
does.
except for you on the
She
travel.
does travel credit.
Did I forward it to you? there's so many emails.
I don't take
Um,
issues on
Here,
the
you want
travel
it?
part.
Let's, come on, Amy, say they don't want her.
I went to call, they didn't answer. I think they're on lunch break because they closed during the lunch hour system.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did leave a voice message with the person I talked to.
I will call after the approach.
Well, regardless though.
Well, no, I'm saying if they don't want to extradite her, then the bond becomes irrelevant. And
Then we don't have to fight.
I'll call, I'll figure it out. I'll get hold of somebody.
I mean, I can't imagine that that's why, really.
It's Pennsylvania.
I don't
I don't know.
Who has your passport right now?
It's in Alden,
What do you mean holding? Like which?
here downstairs.
Oh, they have it here.
So then they would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at the,
Yes, evidence.
got it, okay. So
Okay,
that's even
And I
better.
think Paria has a copy of the form if you don't already have one to
Okay.
have.
I'll email it.
so your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond so that you can go turn yourself in to Pennsylvania. I will acquiesce and I will set your bond at $1,000. However, before I do that, I'm ordering you to surrender your passport because I'm not going to trust you that you're not going to go. You do a lot of international flight and I don't want you to take off on me
No,
because
sir.
I need you to answer the charges that you're wanted for out of Pennsylvania because that's what we do. So the other thing I need you to understand is that from the time that you bond out, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release
Yes,
to
sir.
turn yourself in that jurisdiction. If you fail to do that, the bond that I set here now, I'm going to revoke it, set it at 0. I will not give you another one. I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. You can't run forever. I will get you, and this time I will physically hold you. And it doesn't matter if you're nursing this or if you're doing that. I don't care. You need to understand that. I
Understand.
cannot show you favorable treatment. I understand that you're nursing, but I have to treat everybody the same way. It doesn't matter if Jesus was here. I have to treat everybody the same way, and I do. I try to be as fair as possible, help you out as much as I can within the limits of the law. So understand, I'm happy to set you up. Well, otherwise, because if I thought you were a danger or flight risk, I wouldn't set you a bond. So I am going to set you one, and it's a low bond at that, at $1,000. Normally it's, 5 to 10, but understand, I'm going to hold you to it. So if you just take off and you don't go turn yourself in, you understand?
I was planning to drive over and not fly over, where it'll be a little bit more easier for me to get
That's
there.
probably a good, well,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, you'll get arrested at the
Shreya
airport.
will
We already
tell you
talked about
exactly
your
how to
dad
do it.
driving you.
You don't want to take another risk where they,
Yes, sir.
because understand, we're letting you out. That warrant is still a valid warrant. So you get stopped somewhere else, they'll take you into custody. So you have to be careful. The only other thing I'm going to say, don't wait till the last day
No, sir.
because, all right,
Understand.
quick. Anything else? Question?
No, I'll meet you back.
Well, do you think you'd be able to get it today for the passport surrender for,
Me?
well,
Oh, I'll do it right now.
okay,
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't leave the court without it.
okay.
I
Then I'll
have
stand
2
down until that.
passports, so I'd have to
What?
double check. I
What do you
have
mean you have 2 passports? Where are they?
Because one is they're downstairs, so.
Okay, well, both of them will go.
Yeah, now it's both.
Because I think one is the H2B.
Well, guys, I'll let you
and-
talk about it.
Well,
And-
all your
Sorry.
passports. Got it.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Ms. Whitaker. Ma'am, you're a